Hi again, this is Christina from Positive Change Counseling. I want to talk today again about boundaries, limits, and walls and what those mean and how do you set them and when do you need to set them. Sometimes when people kind of come up with an grow up in an environment where boundaries and limits and walls were not respected, they kind of don't really know how to set them appropriately without kind of freaking people out by either being too rigid or being too porous in those boundaries, limits, and walls. So let me try to hopefully clear some of this up. So boundaries, the way I see them, these are kind of the first line in defense of defending yourself from unwanted behavior. Like I don't want anybody to touch me unless I need you to touch me, and I would say, okay, that's my boundary. Boundaries may have to be cleared first so they are understood. Please don't touch me if I see you in public. Hi, don't touch me, thank you. If disrespect of boundaries occurs, consider setting limits. Hi, if you touch me, I will, you know, and then figure out what you're going to say after that. All right. So also realize, though, even though it might be a little different, I am a professional. Also, if I interact with you, it must be respectfully and wanted. If you don't follow, then I will do what's the next thing. It's called limits. So if people kind of don't listen to, hi, please don't do this, like this doesn't make me feel good. I mean, don't expect everybody to listen and to follow through with them, but some boundaries are extremely important. And you figure out what those are and hopefully make it clear. And forgive people for not knowing already because we're all complicated, remember, and so we don't all know what's going on with each other yet. So kind of give them, the benefit of the doubt with the boundaries and kind of say, hey, I'm not cool with this. So limits come in when boundaries kind of get broken. Okay, so limits often help keep people feeling safe overall, emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, etc. You set a limit like, hey, don't come into my house, don't walk on my property, don't do these things. These are my limits because if not, then it's kind of a safety issue, and or it gets more complicated, or it gets more legal, or it gets more unwanted. So please listen to people's boundaries when they set them and when they make them clear. And if they have to set a limit of like, okay, I can only see you on these days, or when I absolutely kind of have to, because every time I see you, you break boundaries. And so, since you don't listen, the next step is not necessarily a punishment, it's just the next step in the process of protecting yourself and your loved ones emotionally, physically, mentally, all of that stuff. We need to be clear with each other and with ourselves what we kind of expect, okay? And walls. So, okay, walls is like, okay, that's too much. I tried way too effing hard to make it clear to you that I do not like it when you do this and you keep doing this, and I really don't need you in my life. For the most part, we don't. We can say that sometimes, not always. Let's not get too clear on that because that's funny. That is fuzzy. But walls also can protect. So, say it's a mother protecting her children or a father protecting her children, his children, her children, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's ways to really protect yourself, and walls sometimes have to be implemented legally. Sometimes walls have to be said by others. We don't really want to get to the walls part because that really means you're not listening to people in general. There's no need to push people this far. Really, it's really dangerous and criminal and unnecessary and unwanted. And this is a dandelion. It's a real dandelion in what is acrylic, and it is a wish of mine that you guys figure out how to get along with each other so that we can work with each other. Okay, we're all, again, what, packs of amino acids. But you know what, I love all of you because you're all what, essential. You're essential amino acids and you're humans. And if you hear this, share it, understand it, talk to me, let me know what you think. Either way, I wish you the best. Thank you very much. Bye bye. See you later.